Well, as we get closer and closer to the elections in Delhi, which are going to be held on the 8th of February, we are also seeing a rise in hate speech. Yesterday, you had Union Minister, the Junior Finance Minister, in fact, Anurag Thakur, who basically made a rallying call for shooting the traitors, who's now also got an Election Commission notice. And today, you had a BJP MP here in Delhi talking about the Shaheen Bagh protesters, saying that these protesters will rape and kill your daughters. In both cases, the Election Commission has now stepped in.
3 BJP VIPs, 3 hate comments.
वहां पे लाखों लोग इकट्ठे हो जाते हैं। ये दिल्ली वालों को सोच समझ के फैसला लेना पड़ेगा। ये लोग आपके घरों में घुसेंगे, आपकी बहन बेटियों को उठाएंगे, उनको रेप करेंगे, उनको मारेंगे। इसलिए आज समय है। कल मोदी जी नहीं आएंगे बचाने, कल अमित शाह जी नहीं आएंगे बचाने।
No apologies, just defensive responses. Speaking to NDTV, Parvesh Sharma, a Delhi MP, defended his comment referring to Shaheen Bagh protesters as rapists and killers.
जो पाकिस्तान में जिनको उठाकर उनका धर्म परिवर्तन किया गया, ना वहाँ पे कोर्ट कुछ बोलती है, ना वहाँ पे पुलिस कुछ बोलती है। हमारे कश्मीर पंडितों को 25-25 साल के युवाओं को बाहर बिठाकर, उनके घुटने के बल बिठाकर उनके सर में गोली मारी गई। अगर मैं मुख्यमंत्री होता, मैं जाता समझाने के लिए।
Anurag Thakur, the Junior Minister of Finance, similarly defended his speech, where he's egging on the crowd to shout, "Shoot the traitors."
कि आप पहले पूरा वीडियो देखें और दिल्ली की जनता का मूड क्या है उसको देखें.
And defending them both with what's being seen as a third hate comment, the Delhi BJP chief and MP Manoj Tiwari claimed that the Shaheen Bagh protest is terrorizing Delhi and that the slogans are being raised to kill Modi Shah.
शाहीन बाग ने पूरी दिल्ली को डरा के रख दिया है, तो निश्चित रूप से नागरिकों को एक बहुत बड़ी परेशानी हो रही है। क्या जो प्रताड़ित कर रहे थे पाकिस्तान में, वो भारत में आके तो नहीं उनको प्रताड़ित करने की सोच रहे। और सबसे बड़ी बात है कि शाहीन बाग में नारा लग रहे हैं, नरेंद्र मोदी अमित शाह को गोली मार दो। आज शाहीन बाग पूरा इलीगल बसा हुआ है।
Election Commission has issued notices to Anurag Thakur and also to Parvesh Sharma asking for their response by January 30th, 12 noon. Sources in the Election Commission say that the senior officials of the Election Commission who deals with MCC violation case will sit on January 30th evening and will take a decision on the action to be taken against both of them based on their responses. With Sukirti Dwivedi, this is Arvind Gunasekar for NDTV.
And Arvind joins us for more details, in fact, on the Election Commission's notice to Anurag Thakur. In fact, it's some very strong words there in the EC's notice to him, Arvind, saying that prima facie they do find his remarks problematic.
Yeah, Nidhi, the Election Commission has issued a notice to Anurag Thakur, who is the Minister of State for Finance. The Commission has asked him to respond by January 30th, 12 noon. In fact, this particular notice comes a day after Anurag Thakur raised a very controversial slogan in an election rally at Ritala Assembly constituency after getting a report from the Delhi Chief Electoral Office. Today, the Election Commission has issued a notice to him. Like you said, the Election Commission has said that this particular slogan that has been started by Anurag Thakur, prima facie, the Election Commission finds that this is disturbing the communal harmony of this country, and that's why the Election Commission has taken an action. That's why they have issued a notice to Anurag Thakur asking for his response by January 30th. So what we are hearing is that after Anurag Thakur files his response, the Election Commission's the team which deals with MCC violation cases, they will be having a meeting on January 30th evening, and then the Commission will be taking a final decision what kind of action the Commission should take in this particular case.
All right, Arvind, thanks very much for that news update. And in other news, Sharjeel Imam, a research scholar at the Jawaharlal Nehru University, who's been accused of sedition, was arrested today from his hometown of Jehanabad in Bihar. A number of police cases were registered against him after a video of him was circulated online where he's alleged to have called for severing the entire Northeast from the rest of India after the Citizenship Amendment Act. Well, joining us now on the program is Raghav Chadha, from the Aam Aadmi Party, Lalita Kumaramangalam, member of the BJP, with us as well. Lalita Kumaramangalam, to you first. Why are we seeing this rise in hate speech, ma'am, particularly from members of the BJP, a union minister no less? What's going on here?
I don't think what we're seeing is a rise in hate speeches. Hate speeches have been going on for a very long time. Now, whether I approve or disapprove of them is a totally different issue altogether. But the fact is that hate speeches, especially when the time comes up to going up to elections, are made, unfortunately, according to me, by people across the board. And in this case, I think the EC has taken cognizance. So let's see what Anurag Thakur replies. What he says in reply to the EC's notice to him. Now, with regard to what's happening in Delhi, this sort of divisive speech has been going on for a very long time, especially over the last 2-3 months. We have seen the increase in, the divisiveness of the political rhetoric, especially from so-called liberals, where the entire CAA matter was subverted into an anti-Muslim thing. An enormous amount of water has gone under that bridge. And I think that, the EC has used its prerogative and issued notices. Let us see what the reply is.
But it's interesting that you clearly don't approve of the comments that, for instance, the BJP MP made about protesters raping, killing daughters, or what Anurag Thakur was doing on that video. And you're distancing yourself from that.
I did not say I don't approve of that. One sec. I didn't say I don't approve of what he said or how he said it. It's not my business to approve or not approve. Now, the point is, please don't put words in my mouth. The point is that what I'm trying to say is that it's always, shown as if it's only the BJP that goes around making hate speeches. Somehow or the other, the RSS is dragged willy-nilly into the whole thing, whereas they actually are nowhere near any of these election campaigns. And I think that
the question is not about what others are doing. Here you have a union minister on camera saying, shoot the traitors.
Union ministers...
is that what he should be doing?
Union ministers earlier have also used extremely vile speech.
So that justifies what Anurag Thakur has done?
Were also called out by the EC. So it's not
those who've done hate speeches from other
happening.
Parties should be called out. But ma'am, surely you can say that you don't support what these two gentlemen, and actually more than these two gentlemen, have said in the last couple of days. Is it justified?
When the two gentlemen were asked, they were very clear about why they made these speeches.
So you're
and I don't find fault with their reasoning. Yes.
You don't find fault with their reasoning. Raghav Chadha, what to say then? I don't know.
No, I don't.
Okay. Raghav Chadha, you want to come in on why it's become so ugly?
Well, quite frankly, Nidhi, if you do analyze the BJP strategy over the last few elections, you would find that in the run-up to the elections, where they find that they don't have any positive agenda, issues, or a vision or a blueprint for the upcoming state elections, they resort to all these tactics. We saw what happened in Haryana, we saw what happened in Maharashtra, we saw what happened in Jharkhand. Exactly the same agenda, the same tactics were used. And look what the people did. In Haryana, BJP fell short of majority. In Maharashtra, BJP was literally thrown out by somebody who was an ally for more than 4-5 decades. And then you have in Jharkhand, BJP losing the election miserably. So therefore, people are concerned about local issues. In state elections, it's the state issues that matters and issues that touch the lives of people on a day-to-day basis. They're going to vote on electricity, water, mohalla clinics, education, healthcare, sewage systems, Mukhyamantri Tirth Yatra Yojana, Mahilaon ke liye Muft Bus Yatra Yojana, so on and so forth. And quite frankly, they may wish to digress from these issues. It may be their endeavor and their attempt to shift the narrative, change the agenda of the election, but the people of Delhi are far too clever to fall into the trap of the BJP. And I personally believe that the BJP is doing this, and I've been saying this for a while, simply because BJP lacks 3 things that the Aam Aadmi Party has, and therefore they're resorting to all this.
I just want to ask Ms. Kumaramangalam this, because she said she understands why these ministers and MPs have made the kind of statements that they have. And I just, ma'am, want to repeat to you what the Delhi BJP MP Parvesh Verma said. He said that these protesters, they will rape and kill everyone. They will enter your houses and rape your sisters and daughters. Do you know why he, since you understand why he said this, can you enlighten us why you think
I think
he said
Parvesh Verma himself had explained, saying that this is what is being done to especially Hindu girls in Pakistan and other Muslim majority countries that we were talking about in the CAA. Also that this is exactly what was done to our Hindu daughters and wives when the Kashmiri Pandits were chased out of Kashmir all those years ago, and they still haven't been able to go back. He also, I think, referred to the fact that you had children sitting in the so-called spontaneous protest against the CAA at Shaheen Bagh, where little children below the age of 10 were shouting slogans saying that Modi ko marenge, Amit Shah ko marenge, etc. I don't remember the exact wording, but this is what they were talking about. And there was no real
so those are
outrage
the
about that.
protesters who will
So
rape
the
and kill
division
people?
has already been started. Well, that's what is being done to Hindu girls in Pakistan, Bangladesh, and in several other Muslim countries.
And what did he mean then when he
even in
said we
Kashmir,
will not
what
spare
happened?
a single mosque built on government land? That was not hate speech according to you, or there was a context to that as well?
Sorry, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Can you just repeat
He
what
said
you said?
that we
It's
will
very
not
unclear.
spare a single mosque built on government land. What was the context of that? What do you think? What was the reason for saying that?
I have no idea. I didn't hear him say that. I'm sorry, I've been traveling. I just got back today evening to Delhi. But the context of that, I'm afraid I can't comment about because I haven't heard him say it either.
Right. And on Anurag Thakur, you think it's okay for a union minister to be egging on a crowd to shoot people who are so-called traitors?
Look, Anurag Thakur made that that comment in the context of what was being said over the last couple of months after during the course of the CIA protests.
So everyone
We've
who's
had
protesting
people,
against the
you
CAA
know,
is a gaddar, according to you, ma'am? Are they all traitors?
We haven't said that. I haven't used. I have
So
never
who does
used
he want
those
to
words,
shoot?
and that has nothing to do with this hate speech. So let's not digress from what we're
So
talking
you
about
acknowledge
now.
it's a hate speech?
I never said all of them are gaddars. No, I'm not. That's the word that you're using, and since I'm on your show, I'm doing you.
You don't
I mean,
see it
I'm
as a
using the
hate
word that you
speech
use.
when a union minister says or incites a crowd to shoot the so-called traitors. Who are these traitors?
Everybody who says that the CAA is merely anti-Muslim and is not thinking about what has happened to the minorities who have been tortured, who have been killed, who have been raped, who have been named across.
They are
in
traitors?
a way, yes.
So they are gaddar according to you?
In
That's
a way
quite
they
a
are.
shocking statement to make, ma'am.
Look, my Hindi
With
is not
respect.
as good as yours is. So I said it in English. If that's the word in Hindi, then yes.
Well, what do I say? I'm actually rendered speechless tonight that anybody who has a problem with the CAA or who feels that the CAA combined with the NRC, which you
don't
conveniently leave
oversimplify it.
out,
It's not anybody
is,
who
is
has a
seen
problem
as
with the CAA.
is seen as anti-national.
It's
You
the
said
fact
that they are the
people don't
traitors.
understand what is being done to the minorities in these countries, and which is why the CAA was amended. It's not a new law. It was only amended, and it's
So
only up to
Raghav, how do you
a certain date.
steer clear of this? The point is that for the Aam Aadmi Party, the challenge now is you've been careful to avoid getting into a polarizing debate with the BJP on anything. However, even Arvind Kejriwal was forced to talk about Shaheen Bagh finally. So does that mean this campaign could take a very different turn?
Well, look, let me say that we have got three things, Nidhi, and I've been saying this all along, which the BJP does not have, and that is precisely why BJP is playing this up and attempting to change the narrative. First is a track record, a wonderful track record of exceptional governance over the last 5 years, a report card using which we're going to the people and reminding them of the wonderful work that this government has done in the area of education, healthcare, electricity, water, so on and so forth. BJP cannot do this. They cannot show the track record of the governance done by the MCDs which the BJP has been running for the last 17 years. Second is that we have a vision, a blueprint for the next 5 years, an agenda, a Delhi 2025 which the BJP does not have. And third is that we have a charismatic, dynamic, upright leader in the form of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal who has unimpeachable integrity. BJP does not have anybody in its team that can match the goodwill, caliber or the popularity of Mr. Kejriwal, and therefore they have refrained from even announcing a chief ministerial candidate from their party, simply because these three things are in possession of the Aam Aadmi Party and not in possession of the BJP, that you see the BJP trying to deflect, bring in various immaterial, irrelevant issues in the politics of Delhi. We saw something similar in 2015 also. In the run-up to the 15 elections, there were polarizing conversations. There were attempts for communal flagrations in Bhavana, in Trilokpuri. But I feel that people of Delhi are peace-loving people who love brotherhood and who would not fall into this trap, number one. Number two, if you remember, in the last assembly election, the 2015 assembly election, BJP had won the Lok Sabha election prior to that with a thumping majority, and Mr. Modi became the Prime Minister for the first time. After that, they won Jharkhand, they won Maharashtra, they won Haryana. In fact, they even formed a government in Jammu and Kashmir. With that, invincibility, that aura around them, they came to Delhi. and they were defeated by the Aam Aadmi Party
so
and by
I
Mr.
want to take the
Kejriwal.
point that you're
right
making
now
to
we are
Mr.
fighting a
Mangalam.
weakened BJP.
That is
today,
the BJP
today we are, let me
deliberately
just
not
finish, Nidhi, let
focusing
me
on
just
local
finish.
issues, ma'am? Is the BJP, as
may
Raghav
I
seems
just
to
finish?
suggest, deliberately
Nidhi.
not focusing on local issues and distracting us with everything else? I mean, why is the BJP not talking about Delhi's problems?
Are you asking me, Nidhi?
Yes.
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Yeah, well, Nidhi, we are not, we haven't been in government in Delhi for the last 5 years. So, and
all
when
the
you,
more reason to attack
if you
the
listen
AAP on
carefully to the
governance, no?
speeches of most, if you listen to the speeches of most of our leaders, you will say that you will see that they also have talked about a lot of local issues. We have given a lot of recognition to the unauthorized colonies in Delhi. We have handed out papers to them. Whatever the centre has been able to do in order to see that Delhi is made a safer and cleaner place, the centre has done. But it has been governed by AAP for the last 5 years, so it is for AAP to answer the questions that the people may be asking of them. We haven't been in power in Delhi for a long time, 20 years.
All the more reason for you to raise those questions more forcefully, because your top leadership is again only focusing on polarizing issues.
We have. A lot of questions have been raised on the issues that are important for Delhi. The environment, for example, water problems, an enormous amount of questions have been raised. But they've generally been sidelined by the press. Most reporting is about the more sensational bits of speeches that are made.
Okay, Raghav, quick last word, yes.
Well, look, what are the issues that trouble or impact the day-to-day lives of an ordinary citizen in Delhi? It's electricity, it's water, it's employment, it's education, it's healthcare, it's traffic, it's air pollution. These are the issues that matter to the citizens of Delhi, to the voters of Delhi. We have spelt out our agenda, our vision on all these issues. We have shown a track record of exceptional governance of the last 5 years. BJP lacks on both these counts, and in fact, Nidhi, I'll go to the extent of saying that perhaps in recent history, it's the first time that election in Delhi is being fought on work that is being done by the Aam Aadmi Party. हम खुलकर ये कह रहे हैं. I am fighting from Rajinder Nagar Vidhan Sabha Assembly constituency, where my family has been living for 65 years. I was born in this area. I've lived here all my life. I am doing Jan Sabhas, going to the people, and I am saying to them that अगर हमने काम किया है 5 सालों में तो हमें वोट दो. अगर हमने काम नहीं किया है तो हमें वोट मत दो. We are going back to the people and asking them to vote on the basis of the work that has been done by the Aam Aadmi Party. बड़े सालों बाद दिल्ली में और हिंदुस्तान में एक ऐसा चुनाव हो रहा है जो काम पर हो रहा है, काम की बात हो रही है. बीजेपी को इससे परेशानी है.
Let's see what the people end up voting for. Thank you very much, Raghav Chadha, Lalita Kumaram Mangalam there on the Delhi election campaign, which is becoming more and more bitter as we speak.